Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how I created this cinematic shot from the movie Joker. So along the way I'm going to show you some tricks and tips that I learned while I was making it. And the first thing to be clear is I want my 3D camera to match the camera in the reference. Because if I start modeling, nothing's gonna line up according to the reference. Like this line is not matching, like doing manually, it's just a pain. So someone told me about this application FSpy, and it does your painful work in just seconds. Like you just drag the image in, place your vanishing points, like this is my x-axis and this one is my z-axis. Save it and just import into Blender. And now if you try, everything is aligned. For the pillars I am using the cube, just did the basic adjustment like scaling and position and it's done. For the rest, just duplicate and place it according to your reference. For the windows, just add some loops and select the faces and extrude it. Then select the front edges to do a beveling so it's not too edgy, it looks smooth. Same thing did for the roof lighting, but in this case the light's gonna be separated from the mesh, because I'm gonna use it as my light with the emission thing on it. Just go in your material panel and add a new material. Give it a name like corridor lights. Change the default shader to emission. And in the scene panel, I'm gonna work on cycles, like right now it's on Eve. And if you go down in your color management, make sure you're using the filmic. Right now the strength is 1, so let's change it to 10 to make it look more brighter. And we can change the color too. Like in my reference it's blue and in the end it's yellowish. So this is it. The light coming from the window is I made the other emission light just behind the windows. So moving on to our windows, I used a trick. Just model one single cube, adjust it and then use the array modifier. Set the distance you want and it's done. For the other side, just duplicate and rotate. And to cut out the outer mesh, the easiest way I use is the bisect tool. This cuts the unwanted mesh from the geometry and my window is done. The thing is, I don't like to work manually when you have such great tools. You just have to guide the application and it's done in seconds. Let's jump to the materials. For the windows, I'm using here the default Principal BSDF. Just change some roughness value and it's done. Same for the pillars, just change the roughness value and it's done. For the floor sides cuttings, change the color to black and tweak the roughness value. And that's it. For the walls, I use the polygon materials, which is a huge library, and this matches my scene. So did some color inversion on the diffuse map, because it's black and I wanted it to be white and the crevices to be black. So this is how it looks. For the floor tiles, I did this manually in Photoshop, really easy. And the roof, I started with an image texture that I found online and it looked okay. Save time whenever you can. For the speaker, I did this manually because I didn't really like that I found online. And on the floor tile, I'm using the surface imperfection, which I also found on Polygon. Just add some real look to your texture and it doesn't look so clean, because if compared to real life, it's not so clean. That's it for the materials. To add some noise and fog in my lighting, I'm using the volumetrics. Just drag in a huge cube. Just make sure to disable it in the viewport. You don't need to see it in the viewport. So set the display mode to wire mode. It will still visible in the render. And now add a volume material, add it to the material output. Change the density according to the volume you need in your scene. So as everything is set, so moving on to the rendering. I'm just changing the render samples, like right now it's on 200. So changing it to 1500 and this is how it looks. So the difference between the reference and the rendered image is that the reference image has this blue dark night lighting. I think that's why movies look so good and natural. So to add that natural look to our scene is by doing a color grading. So how to do it in Blender is you go to the compositor and add the color balance node. That's all you need for color grading. So as I'm working on filmic color space, I'm gonna change it to offset power slope. There's only one thing is the middle wheel works the opposite way. Like if I set it to blue, it will actually turn out yellow. So just setting it to the opposite side. And then I just added in a brightness contrast node to give it a final touch. So that's it, I'm done with the final compositing and had a match between the reference and the rendered image. Like that was where the cinematic look came, but that's gonna wrap up the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, you can leave a like on the video, or if you had a question, leave in the comment section below. Keep on creating. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.